Good afternoon. So in this session, we are going to learn about the E-tivities for flexible and blended training. So at the end of this session, the learners will be able to understand what the E-tivities are, the benefits of these activities, how to design effective activities, and how to implement the activities in training programs. So here we have the introduction to the activities, and from here we have to understand what the activities are. So the activities are type of online learning activities that combines elements of both electronic and interactive learning. And like in the traditional learning activities require students to actively engage with the material and participate in collaborative exercises that promote critical thinking and problem solving. There are so many. For example, an activity might involve students working together to solve a real-world problem using a combination of online resources and tools. This type of activity not only encourages students to think creatively and work collaboratively. So there are some examples of these e-activities. We have the online discussions, the quizzes and assessments, simulations and games, virtual field trips. So we have the benefits of these activities. So with the benefits of the activities, there are various benefits that come with the activities in ideal choice for the flexible and blended training programs. So these benefits may include engagement and motivation. With the activities, the students are more engaged and motivated to provide interactive and collaborative learning experiences. Some of other benefits include the active learning, improved participation, collaboration, and teamwork. So these are just some examples of the benefits of activities. So another advantage of activities is their flexibility. Activities can be accessed from anywhere at any time, making them ideal for learners who need to balance their studies with work or other commitments. So at this, the learner will be able to choose the time they are free to be able to engage in the activities, and they're able to choose the location. Does not hinder the person with the geographical location. So one has to be able to understand how to design the effective activities. So when designing these activities, it's important to keep in mind the unique characteristics of online learning. So unlike in the traditional classroom environments, learners in the online setting may feel isolated and disconnected from their peers and instructors. So to combat these activities, they should be designed with collaboration and social interaction in mind. So one effective way to do this is to incorporate group work into activities. By doing these group work sessions, we have the discussion forums, these projects, and peer review assignments. The students will feel like they've been included and they're around the other peers or their instructors and not so much isolated. So one effective way is to do this to incorporate group work into these activities. This will foster the relationship between the instructors and the learners. So another key consideration in designing activities is to make them visually appealing and easy to navigate. It's considerable knowledge that everyone is always appealed to the visuals. The brighter they are, someone must be very attracted to them. So this can be achieved through the use of multimedia elements. We have the videos, we have the images and the infographics. And finally, it's important to ensure that activities align with the learning objectives and assessment criteria. So the activities should be in conjunction with what is being provided in the course. They should not be different from what is being provided in the course outline. So by doing this, the learners can see the relevance and the value of the activities, and the instructors can accurately measure their progress and achievement. For example, the Kahoot game. The questions provided in the Kahoot game may be included the flexible and blended sessions, so the student will be able to understand what the instructor wants them to get from the activity. Another one is the implementing activities and training programs. So one way to implement these activities and training programs is by incorporating them into existing assignments or projects. So for example, the flexible and blended learning, the teacher gives an assignment to work on the LMS. So when these activities are provided, they should show us how one is able to access the LMS. So we have an example. Having students to complete a traditional research paper, instructors can assign an activity that requires students to create an interactive website or multimedia presentation. Another way to integrate activities into training programs is by using them as pre-work or post-work activities. For instance, instructors can assign activities that introduce new concepts or reinforce previously learned material before after-class sessions. So if you come up with activities, you should keep in mind what the students learned in the previous sessions and what they're going to learn next. So by doing this, so the learners are able to understand the key concepts in what is coming up next or what they learned previously. So in conclusions, activities offer a very flexible and engaging way to enhance training programs. So by incorporating online activities that promote collaboration and critical thinking, learners are able to develop practical skills that can be applied in the real world settings. So the benefits of activities extend beyond the traditional classroom settings, making them ideal for remote or blended learning environments. From increased learning activity engagements to improved retention rates, activities have been shown to be highly effective and achieving learning outcomes. So we have various game-based learning that can be included in this. You have the Kahoot, you have the quiz and the Quizlet Live, and have the game kit. So thank you for your time. This was all about the session.